In this video, we're going to look at tasks in Podio. Tasks can be created from any screen by simply hitting the T on your keyboard. Once you do that, this screen will appear. Up the top, you can enter a task, and this should be a brief description of what the task is for. You can then pick who this relates to. You can either choose yourself or add somebody else who should be attending to this task. In this case, I'll select myself. To close this People's drop down, just click slightly out of it but still in the task screen. You can then add a due date for your task. My top tip would be to always add a due date for your task. Anything that doesn't have a due date will automatically show right at the bottom of your task screen and can be difficult to find over time. You can choose for it to be due today, tomorrow, this Friday, or a custom date, in which you choose a specific date from the calendar. You can also add a specific time for it to be due, and you can attach this task to any workspace or item within Podio. If you create your task using the T on your keyboard in that specific app or item, it will automatically attach it to the workspace. Please keep in mind that a task does not need to be attached to an item or a workspace. Down the bottom here is where you can add extra information about the task. This can include direct steps or further information that you might find easier moving forward. You can also attach a file to the task if it related to a specific document or you already had a set of instructions you wanted to use. Once you've finished entering in information about your task, down the bottom here there's two further options. This repeat option allows you to have this task repeating on a certain time frame. You can either have it repeating weekly, monthly, or yearly. And depending on the option you choose, you then choose how often you want it to repeat and when that should apply. This yellow section down the bottom allows you to add an end date for the repeating. At the moment, this task will repeat every month on the 20th, forever. But if I click on the word forever, I can add a specific end date. So I might want to end this task on the 20th of April. Once you're happy, hit repeat. You can see that a task is repeating once the little icon is highlighted in green. If you've added the repeat by accident, just click on it again and click stop. You can also use this screen to update if you needed to change when it should repeat. You can also add a reminder function in here, and this reminder function allows you to get a reminder in Podio that the task is due. There's a number of different reminder options there that you can choose from. Once you select, it'll let you know which time and date you'll be reminded on, and click on Remind Me. Again, you can see that there's a reminder turned on when the icon turns green. If you click on it again, you can either update the remind time or stop it. Once you've finished, you can click on Create Task, and that task will be automatically created. We can also view all of our tasks by clicking on this task button here. My top tip is anytime you log into Podio, you should go to your tasks and see if there's any new tasks or tasks that you need to attend to there. Here we can see I've got a number of tasks due. The task we just created is sitting here in this later section. I also have a number of overdue tasks that I haven't actioned yet. If I have actioned them, I can simply click in this tick box to mark them as complete. There's a number of different ways you can sort your tasks. I find the most useful is to sort by due date. Overdue will show at the top, and then it will go in date range down your screen. However, you can also sort them by workspace if you wanted to see what's created in your sandbox workspace versus what's created in your live workspace. You can also sort them by app, so you can see which tasks have been created by which apps. These three options, app, workspace, and due date, will be the most useful to you. One of the other things you can do in Podio is delegate the tasks. So if we go back to that task screen we were looking at before, where we could pick a contact to add that to, if I was to pick somebody else, that task would then be delegated. You can keep track of tasks you've delegated by going to this My Delegated Tasks section, and this will show any outstanding tasks that you've delegated to other people. If you wanted to see a task that you'd completed, you can click on My Completed Tasks, and this will show you any tasks that you specifically have completed. You can also see All Completed Tasks, which includes tasks that you have delegated under All Completed Tasks. The last useful feature in the task section that I will show you is how to email a task for yourself. When you're in the task screen, if you come over to the right hand side and down to this Create a Task from Email, this will give you a specific email address that's unique to your Podio logon. You can then save this email address into your address book, and on the go you can email tasks directly from your inbox to Podio for them to be created. When you are creating a task from your email, the subject line of the task is what will appear in this short description up here. The due date for the task will be tomorrow's date, and any email information in the body of your email will be sitting in this Enter More Information About Your Task section. So that's tasks in Podio.